Hi Sophie.
Hi.
Where are we today?
We're in Kings Lynn, Norfolk.
Near Sandringham, aren't we?
Yeah, actually.
Well, where the royal people stay.
Yeah, we're in the posh bit.
We're the posh bit. What specifically are we here to do? Explore the name, etc.
Appleton, St Mary.
Yeah. Not much of a church here. A little bit windy, we do apologise, but as you're pretty aware, it's quite a beautiful. I love those church towers that's circular in nature. You see a lot of those in Suffolk.
Loads in Norfolk.
Yes, there are loads in Norfolk, but I think this is my second one ever because I did one in Suffolk. We've not done one, have we?
No, this is my first round tower.
This is our first round tower one. Apologise for the wind. But enjoy your brief history lesson and I'll brief explore more importantly.
Yeah.
Let's go do it. Come on.
Set to the side of the tree-lined avenue in the village of Appleton on the Royal Estate of Sandringham are the bright and romantic ruins of St Mary's Church. Built around the 11th century of Sandringham stone, cast stone and a mix of flints, the tall west tower is in the infamous Norfolk round style. A south aisle was added to the Norman church in the 14th century, and curiously a medieval period porch added directly to the aisle later on. The tower, although now roofless, still remains to its near full height and stands with the remaining arched stone nave walls and south porch. Set in Sandringham, bought by Queen Victoria for her son, the Prince of Wales, later Edward VII, he got to work improving the estate. Appleton had a long history before this. Owned by the Paston family, who rose from peasantry to aristocracy within a few generations. As lords of the manor, they had built a large moated manor house, which over the decades was home to knights, naval captains, poets, and illicit activities. Their fortune was not to last as the large mansion burnt down in 1707 and was never rebuilt. The destruction of the Paston Manor sadly coincided with the start of the decay of St Mary's Church. After years of neglect, it is thanks to conservation projects in 2008 and 2016 that this lovely little church was saved from further decay. Now surrounded by iron fencing to stop curious livestock from using the ruin as scratching posts, St Mary's stands in the open overlooking the adjacent farmer fields. Her lovely Sandringham stone brightly glowing in the sun and round tower standing tall, this little church is well worth discovering when passing through His Majesty's estate.
You enjoyed your wonderful history lesson? Provided by Sophie with her dulcet tones. Just in case you thought that it was me. It's not, okay? Stop moaning. So, not much to report on this church in terms of obviously what is left. But what we can say categorically is this is very beautiful.
Oh, it's lovely.
Very, very beautiful. Down the road, you wouldn't have heard this, but there are two cockerels, rather large, who are doing their cock-a-doodle-doing. And it's a shame because even if it's windy, it might not pick it up. But we're now in the round tower because actually this is our shelter. But look, there's a nice little grave there, right in the heart of it, which is very interesting. And then if we look up, watch out everybody, because I'm going to take you up. And I know you appreciate this, because this is where you start getting dizzy. But there we are. Now I'm just going to spin you around. I feel it's a necessity to sort of do this, but it's just, oh blimey, to make everybody as dizzy as possible. There you go. And then if I slowly bring you back down. What a glorious day we've had today to go exploring and stuff. Lift you up a little bit. just stunning. And like I said, I apologise for the wind. Not really much we can do. And then you've got these wonderful arches that are here, and we're on top of a hill, believe it or not. And in to our left, or Sophie's right, is a water tower. Looks like an old Victorian one. So we're on a high point, believe it or not, but these wonderful arches. I mean, it's a small church, chapel, I suppose.
It's tiny, but
yeah.
As I say, it gives me reminiscing vibes of Creek Abbey with the arches and the scale.
Yeah. We've just seen a farmer put his tractor back in the shed. So the ruralness of it. I'm going to just take you out again. I apologise for the wind on this. And you've got the wonderful, beautiful cows out there in the old sort of like pasture there, just eating away like not a care in the world. And then these avenue of trees. And in Sandringham, I think, I'm not sure. So, apologise, yeah, it's roughly to our right there, which I was sort of aiming at. So Soph's kindly pointed that out to us as well. I'm going to hopefully just shield off the wind a little bit for you all. Sometimes in our explorers we can't predict how windy places are, no matter how much, because the weather has lied to us today on our adventure out into Norfolk pretty much,
It
hasn't it?
started raining,
Yeah.
and actually now it's burnt off, it's blown away.
But that's the majesty of exploring, is that even the weather lies to you and you've got to make the most of it, so you can prep and practice and do whatever, and you know, still always surprises you. But that's what the adventure's also about, not only just exploring but also what you make of it between that, whether it's on the journey or not. We've got 3 graves here. Very hard. You said Agnes,
I
didn't
think
you?
this was Agnes.
Very hard to make out, everyone. There's actually, interesting enough to note, there aren't actually any graves here.
No.
So
I wonder if they've been.
I'm sorry, Agnes, I'm going to have to stand on you because otherwise the people aren't going to get an opportunity to see this. Agnes.
Laston?
Yeah. No, Paston. P. Yeah, look, if you run your finger over it. Cool, I apologise, my hay fever's, don't know, it's Paston. That if you put your finger around it. Paston. There's a little tip for you, everybody. If you can't read it, put your finger over it and just feel for the ridges in it. And hopefully you can then check it out for yourself. But we'll have another little look around and then that's it, isn't it? Come on in. Time to say goodbye. Hopefully you enjoyed that wonderful footage and everything else. So final thoughts, if you please.
I love it.
Yes, absolutely
really
beautiful. Yeah, very, very nice. Very great place to sort of explore and to just have a really wonderful time in. There's a couple of cyclists who've just gone by. Any more words of Phoenix history, because history matters, we can safely say that, wow, what a beautiful ruin this is, and the history it tells, fascinating. Very size construction. I reckon it's in our top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon it's in our top 10 of ruins.
In my top 5, to be fair.
Yeah, ruin church is definitely top 10. I'll have to think about it for me. But any more words of Phoenix history? Take care, everybody. Much love to all of you out there. Thank you, Sophie.
You're welcome.
We will, of course, see you all very soon. Remember to spread the word of the channel. It really does go a long way. I'm not just saying that. Helps us motivate ourselves to do more incredible footage, to go out there for all of you lot, to hopefully document, and more importantly, encourage you to come to. This is free. Doesn't cost you anything, and you can park here.
Yeah.
So what's the excuse? Come on, go up here and have a look. And if not, say hello to the Royals.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, much love. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Kapow.